So hello everybody, welcome back. Grab your coffee and enjoy this series, and if you wanted to share one with me, links for that down below. And if you wanted to take a look at my books, links for that down below. By the way, I have a book about zombies, a realistic approach to this kind of a scenario, except for the fact that, I'm not discussing any type of guns. But other than that, I will be discussing a lot of things related to this series and all of that. Now, I'm changing a little bit of the format of this thing. So, as you know, I have a lot of reproduction lists in my channel. So much that it's hard for me to pick which one I should be focusing my attention into. So, what I'm going to ask from you is that if you like me to continue any of the series, I mean any, like the one on the water or the ADC or this one or the one on choose or whatever it is, you can go to the last video or videos in that particular series and comment, please continue this series, or I still have questions about this topic, or specific things that they might be within the series but maybe they need more information or more detail or whatever. So if you want that, then comment, because otherwise I'm just going to keep making new series, and then that might be not something that you like or want. So I'm trying to listen to you, but I can't because most people don't comment anything, and most people just don't know. They don't say anything. Some people are very helpful, but some people are too shy. So I don't know what the shy people want. So please help me out. Comment. And if you want me to do, this particular series about The Walking Dead, mistakes and stuff like that, I will do 1 through 5. And then if it is something that you're interested in, you can comment something like, make the next part, or make 6 to 10, or you can even ask me to clarify more points about this one if you want me to. So, or if you want anything, just please let me know, because, I am very good with my intuition, but so far my crystal ball is not kind of working. So it's out of order and I can't find a technician to fix it. So since I can't find anyone to fix it, then yeah, I'm flying, without radar here, because I don't know what you might want. So thank you for your participation. And now, having said all of that, then these things will not be without a particular order, and I'm going to try to go through them as fast as I can. So anyway, enjoy. So this one is a no-brainer, but it is actually misrepresented in virtually almost everything that I have seen in movies, and this one is not the exception for the rule. So it's about the fact that housing will be changing, and so will the contents of housing. And so will the things that people will take care of, in their priorities. So their priority will always be kind of like, are we safe? As in, is the zombie still out there? Or is the animal still out there? Or whatever it is it still out there? Then if not, or if we are already safe inside the house or whatever, then yeah, you're not off the hook. The first thing that will happen is that especially if you have been in an emergency after 3 days, will be the following. Where is the water? Because there will be no water from the pipes. So even if you were in a place, from The Walking Dead, kind of like in Alexandria or whatever, you are not going to get water through the pipe. And even if you did get water through the pipe, can't you trust it? Because, there is no water treatment plants or stuff like that. And water through the pipes will always depend upon the weather, as in, are they frozen? Are the pipes are whatever, so no water. The pipes will need maintenance, so if they break, no water. The pipes will also require electricity for you to get the water, because the water doesn't, just flow up. The water, you need electricity to pump it. And that means that you probably need a generator. So Question: do you, honest to God, think that even if you have a solar generator or whatever, that thing going to be working 24 hours a day, every day? That's just not going to happen. Because even solar generators will have to have, like a time for maintenance or whatever. So basically, you can't rely upon water through the pipe. This means that all houses, and I do mean all houses, you go to an apartment, an office building, a mall, whatever, every single place that you go will have water tanks of some sort inside the toilets, inside the kitchens, and some of them will have even water containers a lot in the bathroom, in the bedrooms, because you need water for cooking, washing, for doing laundry, for everything. And on the movies, every time that you go to a house, it's like, okay, there is people in here and there is no water containers anywhere. People will be like, I need water, so I'm going to go out to collect it from the rain, from whatever source I can get, so I need a container. If you cannot find water containers, then, in the houses and stuff like that, then they are not a good place to stay, or you are just living in a fantasy, because that just doesn't happen. So the scenarios are wrong, because you can see that there is no water containers anywhere. I mean, one of the first signs that these are hard times will be that every single person, poor, rich, anyone, will get water containers for the sinks inside the kitchen. They will get water containers for the bathrooms. They will get some people will even get water pumps that are small, that are for inside the toilet, so that you can get the water container connected directly towards the toilet, so that you can flush the toilet without having to worry about carrying the bucket and then cleaning the toilet and stuff like that. So that one will be, by the way, one of the best cool things that you can have in your house. But anyway, point being that it's just, I don't know why they will miss something like this. Anyway, moving on. Next one. So there are no laundry devices. So I have a question. How exactly are these people doing their laundry? Like, you can see that they have jeans and they are not broken. They are not, they seem clean. They seem even new. And how exactly do you do laundry? I mean, do you do everything by hand? Because quite frankly, there are people that will be doing that, but those people are either extremely poor and very, very, very bad connected, as in they don't know anybody else. Because quite frankly, in every single house or apartment, there will be always in the backyard, there will be some sort of device for doing laundry. And this device can be a bicycle that was adapted so that every time that you pedal, there will be movement, and then you can do the laundry in there. There will be devices that will be kind of like the old thing that have a lot of rolls, one towards the other. There will be others that will be just made out of cement. These devices are heavy, very heavy. Point being that nobody can jump over your fence and then steal it. They will be very sturdy, because you will probably be sharing that device with a lot of people. So let's say that you have 20 people in your house. All of them will probably need laundry. So let's say that 5 or 6 out of those 20 are making the laundry. So not everybody will be gentle. People like me, or people who are idiots, or people that are zombies, they will be taking a toll against that thing and probably destroy it. So this is why these devices are made out of metal, like heavy, strong metal. Oh, by the way, metal that does not cut, metal that has to be bended and stuff, and it has to be very well welded and stuff. And mostly they will be made out of cement, clay, and in some devices they will be made out of stones. So no laundry devices in the backyard means, these people are probably doing the laundry by what? The washing machine? Right. No, not everybody will be doing the laundry machine. First of all, not everybody will know how to operate a laundry machine. You will think it's easy to operate a laundry machine, but nope, it is not. And nope, a lot of people will damage the laundry machines. Right now, in good times, if you do not want to, believe that, then just ask on the statistics for public laundry places about how often that does the technician have to come to repair the laundry machines. No, people do not know how to use laundry machines. And also, if you have a laundry machine and you're sharing it with other 20 people, you will also be spending more electricity, which you probably don't have. You will also be spending more water, which again, you probably don't have. And you will be spending a lot of things that, oh my God, so no. These scenarios, they need this thing. If you do not have scenarios in which people have these things on the backyard or in the garden or something, then yeah, I do not know how you're going to keep clean. And no, you're not in hard times, because obviously somebody has to be doing the laundry. And doing this by hand, by hand, yeah, I would like you to try that once and then tell me if you are actually going to be doing it again, because you're probably not. So, next. No broken shoes! Oh my God, every time that I see the posters and I see these characters, I go kind of like, yeah, no, nope, that kind of clothing just doesn't fly. I mean, the kind of clothing might be okay for the first chapters or something, but here's the deal. Have you ever run in muddy terrain, like a little bit of water or maybe a little bit of snow or something? How is your shoe? You see, most shoes will even, do you know how they have like the bottom part? The bottom part will just separate from the front part, and then you can, every time that you are running, the back part, will be not letting you walk. In fact, your feet is going to be out of the shoe. And this will happen quite often. And the shoes are always going to be dirty, and they are always going to be in a bad situation. In fact, unless you're rich or unless you have a lot of money, shoes are not depicted properly in any, and I do mean any movie, in any series. Those shoes, people will fall, people will change the type of shoes, people cannot put on their shoes because, most people cannot even bend properly to put on the shoes. The shoes are one of those things that most people will not even wear the proper size of shoes, let alone, the socks, because the socks are, oh my God, it's a huge topic. So, I even have a reproduction list on the shoe topic. So, no, the shoes are, no. You can tell that this thing, it just does not make sense. Because the shoes, if you wanted them to make sense, then at least try to sew them, without them. It doesn't matter if they look kind of new and cool, but at least sew them so that the person that is seeing it can say something like, oh, the shoe broke, so they sew them, because you are not getting new shoes. You're just not. Even if you were in a city and the city was empty, you're still not going to find the shoes like this. Let alone the same type of shoe and style and everything, especially if you have huge feet or you have a small feet. That just doesn't happen. And shoes that matches your clothing, no. Like I said, unless you're rich and you have a lot of money and stuff, and then you can afford whatever you want. And even in a zombie apocalypse, I would like to know where exactly you going from one place to another one, you're going to find new shoes. No, that doesn't happen. No proper EDC. Oh my God, don't get me started on this one. So, number one, have you tried running with your EDC? Because if you have, you should understand that your EDC is going to probably be hurting your hip. Depending upon what kind of EDC you're carrying, you're hurting your hip. You're also crashing your EDC, meaning bumping it into whatever it is that you're running through. That doesn't show in the movies. Also, EDCs will hit you in the back, in the lower back, depending upon the type of EDC. So in the beginning of this thing, you grab whatever bag that you can find, and that's fine. However, you will want to look for something that has wheels, or something that has a certain thing for the bottom part. Because if you're running with this thing, I can tell you that not even 10 feet you running with this thing and you are ditching it, because it will hurt your back so much that it just won't make any kind of sense. It doesn't matter if it has food or whatever, because the thing will be hitting you so bad that you are not going to be able to run. You are going to be in pain. You are going to be bumping into a lot of things. So no, the EDC that they carry in the movies, is cool and whatever it is, but not doable. So let alone the ones that have men. Oh my God, men, I swear to God, men are different than women. Women can carry 50 things and they will still be kind of like, oh my God, I need to carry more. But men are kind of like, oh no, I need to be free. I need my hands free. I need to be this and I need to be that. And yet their EDC, oh my God. So no, it's just not happening. Doesn't happen like that in real life. Because if you're running, you need a proper EDC. And if you aren't right now, listening to this, try running one block with your current EDC. If your EDC hits you or whatever, then you tell me if that EDC is feasible or is doable in a zombie apocalypse or whatever apocalypse that you have. If it is a messenger bag, like I told you, this is why people that know how to sew will probably change a lot of the EDC designs. Also, if you're going with in an apocalypse with other people, and you have an EDC that is easy to flip open or whatever, people will be stealing things from you when you're running. And so no, that's not feasible. You having access to everything, and then because if you drop it, you will drop everything. So if it doesn't have zippers, and if it doesn't have this or that or pockets and stuff like that, then it's just not doable. Especially in an apocalypse like that one. In an apocalypse where there are zombies and things like that, you need to have proper EDC with the proper things, and then you need hiding pockets, and then you need... But the most important part is that your EDC needs to be able to hold it when you run. Walking with your EDC, fine. Any EDC will work. Running? No, that's another story. So that one, not doable. Then no hair loss on people. So during a zombie apocalypse and during hard times, I can tell you right now that 3 out of 5 people will lose their hair. Whether it is in a mild form or in a very extreme form or whatever, but I can tell you right now that within 2 weeks, you can tell the difference of hair in 3 out of 5 people. You can tell that these people have weird things in the endings of the hair. You can tell that they have less hair. You can tell that the hair is oily or different. You can tell that the hair will be burnt or it will have different kinds of colors. If you have not seen somebody in 2 weeks and during hard times, and then you see it 2 weeks later, you will be able to tell that they have less hair, very likely, like I said, 3 out of 5. Or you will be able to tell that whether they are doing well or not because of their hair and stuff like that. Because during hard times, people will not have proper nutrition. People will not have access to a lot of things, and this will affect your nail growth, and it will also affect your hair. And so, not one of the characters show this one in a proper manner. I'm not saying that everyone will go bald, but 3 out of 5 people, you are going to be able to tell that they are losing their hair, mostly because of anxiety, depression, lack of medicine, excess of medicine, lack of nutrition, lack of vitamins, lack of sun, sweat, dandruff, not proper shampoo, because you're not going to be able to find the brand that you're always used to, but you're going to have to settle for whatever brand you can find. Allergies, you will have a lot of issues with hairs, and not one of the characters show that one. So not done properly. It's not realistic. You need to understand that one. Only 2 out of 5 people, and I mean adults, because obviously kids will be different. The adults will be 2 out of 5 will be the ones that are like, okay, maybe a little bit burned, maybe a little bit, weird, but, still okay. The other ones, no, you will be able to tell. In fact, you will have more gray hair than ever, and you will have a lot of issues with hair, and not one of the characters show that. And so far, those are the 5. So, again, if you want me to continue any of the series, including this one, then, let me know. And thank you for watching. I hope that this information was helpful somehow. And if it was, please remember to share the channel so that I can get more people to see it. And thank you for the support and everything. See you again soon.